Welcome you guys to this tutorial, and today we are going to discuss how to recover a Windows password. Before going to our main topic, we have to discuss how we can change our password in Windows when we have administrative privileges. The one way we can use is the graphical interface, the graphical user interface. And I'm sure you're familiar with this method. Not the account name, and change your password. But you should know, you should have known the current password if you want to use this method to change your password. If you don't know the current password, you can. But there is another method in Windows that we can use to change our password, though we don't know the current password. The method is using the command prompt. You have to access the command prompt with administrative privileges. I have a shortcut here. Yes. I'm going to show you two commands. To change the password, you have to use only one command. First command I'm going to show you is net user enter. Using this command, you can see the users of the computer. In this computer, there are three users: administrator, anonymous, and guest. The other command is the command that is used to change the password: net user, and the username that you want to change the password: anonymous. I use the anonymous here because I am logged as anonymous, and then the password. I'll change the password to 123. Command completed successfully. We have successfully changed our password to 123, not knowing the current password. So let's learn a bit about Windows System32 folder. Go to my computer, local disk C, Windows, and System is very System32 folder. This is the folder that Windows has saved the executable files that the operating system needs. So there are a lot of executable files here. Even the command prompt, type cmd and use. You can run the command prompt by run as administrator. Yes. We can access the command prompt from the System32 folder. Okay, there are how many other methods there are that you can use to run the command prompt. Okay, I have added the shortcut of command prompt here. You can double click this or right click and run as administrator and press yes. This is one way that you can use to access the command prompt. And another way is start all programs and accessories command prompt, right click, run as administrator, yes. There are many methods that you can use to access the command prompt. My point is, when you use that method to open the command prompt, we tell the Windows that, hey Windows, I want command prompt to be opened with administrative privileges. Then the operating system looks at us and check whether we have enough administrative privileges for it, and it goes and sees the system32 folder and runs cmd, the executable file called cmd. Okay, that's what happens when you click the shortcut, or when you go through the old programs as series, and when you try to access the command prompt. Always happens what I told you. Keep it in mind, because the concept of this method of recovering the Windows password is based on it. Let's analyze login screen of Windows. Go and click the ease of access button. You can see it.
Make your computer easier to use.
The program is run. How does this program run? By clicking the button here, we ask the Windows, I want this ease of access program to be run. And Windows checks whether we have enough privileges, and then Windows goes to the system32 folder that we discussed earlier and checks the relevant executable file by name, and Windows runs it. Now another program, you can run another program in your login screen. Click the shift key of your physical keyboard 5 times continuously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pressed it. So a stagger keys message pops up. Why does this pop up? Because when we press our shift key 5 times in your physical keyboard, we ask the Windows, we want stagger keys program to be run, and Windows checks whether we have enough privileges for it and goes to system32 folder as I described earlier, and checks and finds the relevant executable file by name and executes it. That's what happens in both scenarios. It's time for starting cracking. So the only thing that you need is a Linux Live CD. Get the Linux Live CD and put it in your CD-ROM and boot the computer with CD-ROM. If you don't know, if you are not familiar what I said, you can refer the links I've given to you. CD-ROM drive. I'm using the Linux Live CD of the Linux operating system called Fedora. You can use an Ubuntu Live CD or Slacks or Red Hat Linux, anything. You can easily get a Linux Live CD. Okay, 3. So after booting your computer with a Linux CD, you have to access the system32 folder of Windows that you need to change your password using the File Explorer software of the Linux. So okay, I can go to Windows and system32 folder. After going to system32 folder, we are going to find out the executable files that are relevant to the command prompt and the static key message that popped up earlier. The executable file relevant to the command prompt is cmd.exe, and the one relevant to static keys is setc.etc.exe. We are going to replace this static key executable file with command prompt executable file. So first rename this and back up this. We are going to back up this because we need to undo what we are going to do after recovering the password. Rename it as like you see here. Now go to cmd.exe, cmd.exe, which is the executable file of the command prompt. Oh, here it is, and rename it. Now copy it and paste it here. Fedora has renamed it to cmd copy, rename it to setc.exe, which was the executable file of the static key message was. So now we have successfully replaced the executable file of static key message with command prompt, and now that's the only thing you have to do, and restart this. Now reboot to Windows. We have replaced the executable file of static keys with the command prompt. So now try pressing the shift key 5 times continuously. You'll get the command prompt named with setc.exe. So now you have accessed the command prompt with administrative privileges. So use the commands that we discussed at the beginning to recover the password. Snet user, and the username is anonymous. Let's give the new password as ABC and press enter. The command completed successfully, and you have successfully recovered your Windows password. You can use this method not only to Windows 7 but also to recover the password of Windows XP and Windows Vista. What happened there was, by pressing the shift key 5 times continuously, we asked Windows to open the static keys from RAM, and Windows checked whether we have enough privileges and went to system32 folder, and Windows found the executable file as setc.exe and Windows executed it. But because we have replaced the command prompt file, Windows executed this command prompt and Windows didn't know it. Windows thinks Windows executed the static keys. Now press shift key back 5 times. You will get the command prompt. So you have to change this, you have to undo this, otherwise any of your friend can change your password by pressing Shift key 5 times and typing some commands here. So you have to boot your computer back with the Linux Live CD and make the System32 folder as what it was. Let's do it now. Okay, now you have logged using the live CD. Go to your Windows drive and go to System32 folder. You have to undo what you did earlier. Go and find the static.exe executable file. Here it is, and delete it. Delete, where's my delete key? Okay. Doesn't work. Move to trash and rename this file to scthc.exe. That's it. Close this and reboot computer, and you will be back in the normal situation. We replaced the static program with CMD, and you can replace the exe file related to ease of access program, and you can make your own exe file and put it there and it will run here. You can do a lot of things if you have a creative mind, so try it. That's the end of the tutorial. Hope to see you with another tutorial soon. Goodbye.